out the store. I took the top out of the car. You don't abide by the law. You don't know what I done saw. So, can't live without it.
Yeah, we locked in. You feel me? Hey, welcome in everybody. We got my boy Humble Monk in the building. Let's see. I was trying to see. I think your camera ain't popping up right now, nephew. Myself, Ayo Dread, and then we got nephew. He finna pop up in a second. He finna pop up any minute.
Whenever that shit
But
pop up, nigga.
we got welcome into the Off the Grid podcast.
Fucking Drewski fucking up names and shit.
Hey,
Place.
Drewski. Hey, but that was just comedy, though. I don't think he was meaning nothing crazy by it.
I know, but it's still a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, it would. But I mean, you invite somebody like that, you know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, why he presenting awards anyway, nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At a football event that's supposed to be, kind of like
serious. Yeah.
real. Yeah, kind of serious. So I put that on the people who invited him. What's going on, Butch? Close off, please, Dred. What the fuck? What I do? London talking about Dred. You got one more time. What did I do? What have I done? But double
London, you got one more time, god damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? But but yeah, you invite somebody like that. You done knocked everything over. What the fuck? But yeah, you invite somebody like Drewski, you know they gonna say something, wild. So I mean, why would you invite them for that? Something like that. They need to bring back full pad Pro Bowls. I would agree with that if you're actually gonna have a game. Oh, and the NFL Pro Bowl stuff went this week too as well.
Oh yeah, I ain't watched that shit, nigga.
The Senior Bowl. I mean, nobody really watches it, but I mean, it still got some, significance. Because to be honest with you, people still watch it because they did say that they have it, but they only have it because they still draw. As y'all remember what y'all told me last week, the fans are still watching it because that's why they're still having it, because the fans are still watching because it's still getting good ratings, apparently. As much as people still get online and TikTok and everywhere saying, oh, this is bullshit. And yes, I could agree, the Pro Bowl ain't shit now that they don't want to get hurt, which I get it. They don't want to get hurt. Some of the players are older that be getting in a Pro Bowl. But I do feel like they need to have, instead of having like the older players, okay, if they did it this way, okay, do it like they do it now, okay, but also have like a young rising stars football game. Like not necessarily the rookie of the year and people like that, but some of those rising stars guys, kind of like how the NBA does it. Not the guys that were up for like rookie of the year and shit like that, but the other guys that didn't get as much crazy playing time, or they made an impact, but they wasn't like offensive player of the year, rookie of the year, or defensive rookie of the year candidates, but they were players that you can look at and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They get to play against kind of like the Senior Bowl for guys that, that wasn't like crazy great in college that know they're getting drafted first round and they don't have to do anything besides go run the 40 and catch a few balls and yada yada, you know what I'm saying? But I think that would be nice. But it is what it is. I've kind of got to the point to where I don't watch none of the Pro Bowl stuff. I only watched it back in the day when they were doing like all the competitions, like who can throw it the farthest, like races.
They could probably bring that back and then still keep like the flag football format, because I don't mind the flag football shit, because yeah, you're right, niggas old, they don't want to get hurt. There's too much damn money on players to be putting them out there like that.
Yeah, definitely. Motherfuckers got these big ass contracts nowadays. You can't just throw a motherfucker out there and then you get mad when one of your best players from your team got their ass hurt. Then you gonna be like, man, that nigga should have never been out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be pissed off. Goddamn, but yeah, I would say that nowadays, like the Pro Bowl is not a big thing because they used to like go hard with the pads on, and then as the years kept going by, that it kind of got where guys was going less full speed and less full speed, and then it got to the point that they were damn near basically playing two-hand touch with pads on, and then they made it to where it was just flags, and that's okay. But like you said, I myself think they should do like a Rising Stars football game and have them young motherfuckers going at it and be
like how
like,
the NBA be doing it with the sophomores
yeah,
and the rookies and shit.
uh-huh. I think they should do something like that. And like even if they wasn't going like 100%, at least them going like 90 would be better than like the old heads and the veterans doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that would be up to the the teams as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, shit, let the third string get out there and they don't play no way. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like third up and rising stars that could be potential good guys for the future that actually get another extra look, and like they have like their team helmet on and be like, oh, that guy gonna be fine for the Bears or for the Falcons in the future because he look good out there against all these other guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to seen like a for instance, I would have loved to seen who's y'all guy from Alabama, quarterback, fast motherfucker, got drafted by the Seahawks. He's actually a backup. Sam Darnold. Yeah, I would have loved to
what's
see
his name?
Milrow.
Yeah, Milrow.
Yeah, Milrow, Jalen. I would have loved to see Milrow play in a game like that. I bet y'all motherfuckers forgot he was even going to the Super Bowl. But how y'all feel about the I'm not a huge fan of like the halftime shows. I'm mostly the only halftime show that I was really into uh was like, let's see, what was the last halftime show I was like? Last year's halftime show was pretty good with Kendrick Lamar. It was probably like one of the best recent ones I've watched in a while from what I can remember. Anyone
That
y'all remember
The
specifically?
West Coast one with Dr. Dre, Eminem, and all them, that was kind of cool too.
That was year before, right? That was the year
I
before
think it
the
was
one
2
that
years
just happened.
before.
Two
I want to
years
say,
before? Okay,
I'm
okay.
not sure though, but I know it
Okay.
was somewhere around them 2020s. Because I know
Yeah,
Rihanna
yeah,
did one.
yeah. I remember the Rihanna one. Okay. And I think I was
And that
probably
was when she was showing her
chosen.
pregnant ass belly, and everyone was like, "Oh, she's
Yeah.
pregnant!"
And I was only watching that shit because I'm like, ooh, Rihanna, goddamn it. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn belly and all that shit.
I'm like,
Niggas just
damn,
watch that
I
because
wish
of
I was
Rihanna.
switching places with ASAP Rocky. God damn.
Now, the best one in my life I've ever seen was the one with Janet Jackson and her titty came out with Justin Timberlake. AJ was probably like, nephew was probably like 6 years old when that shit happened. Probably like 4 or 3 years old when that happened because I was like, what? That's probably
I
like,
remember where I was too. I was at like a little friend's house. We went like my family went over to like their friend's house for like game and shit. And like me and the other kids, we were just watching the game in like the other room and shit. So we had no adults around us when the titty popped out. We were like, oh shit.
man, I remember sitting right there beside my mom and she was like, y'all close y'all damn eyes. And I'm like sitting there like, man, you crazy? That's Janet Jackson. I'm like, shit, that's Janet Jackson. Shit, this TV. And then we had one of our white neighbors over. His name was Tim. He was a drunk. Him and my stepdaddy was drunk in there. He was like, boy, God, that's the first time I seen a black titty. I was weak as hell. I was weak as hell. But I remember that
Hey,
shit like it was yesterday.
that nigga don't watch
Uh
no porn.
Man, I was like, damn, this motherfucker talking about this is his first black titty ever seen. I'm like, he one of the real hicks. Far as like, I think Bad Bunny gonna be okay. I actually saw some clips of some of his stuff. I think he gonna have it kind of hype, you know what I'm saying? Because he got that,
The thing people around
that
here don't
saucy
know,
type shit.
Bad Bunny is worldwide. That nigga is big
Yeah,
as shit.
he
Nigga.
is. Yeah, like motherfuckers thinking like you know, a lot of white people don't know nothing about no damn Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he is worldwide like a motherfucker. He gonna have that motherfucker jumping though for real. They gonna be in that motherfucker saucing that shit up.
And he one of the
The
better
crazy,
celebrities that actually wrestled too. He did the little
yeah,
wrestling match, and that shit was fire.
that's crazy. I always forget. Yeah, you are a big wrestling fan. Uh, now this whole turning point shit, bruh. I seen where they having Kid Rock do that shit, bruh. And I did some research looking at some videos and stuff. Kid Rock got a freaking. I didn't even know this back in the day. Kid Rock got a song where he says he liked underage girls.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I seen it. I was like, bruh, this is what bruh, I ain't gonna lie. They've been on some real racist shit lately. Like, I know they racist and shit, but this is real deal. Like, some of the most racist shit like America pull. And then they be doing this shit and then they be gaslighting us as a people, being like, oh, well, we're just doing it because for the fans that don't like Bad Bunny. Nigga, you gonna watch whatever the fuck the damn Super Bowl halftime show is, like everybody else has their whole
Mm-hmm.
entire life when there was a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a Super Bowl. Now motherfuckers coming up with a turning point USA. So you mean to tell me they want to listen to uh underage singing motherfucker after what's going on and being exposed right now?
Yeah, to
Y'all
them
want to add
files.
flame to the fire? You want to add flame to the fire and watch a motherfucker who got a song about underage girls, and y'all want to hoot and holler and root about that shit? Like, bro, come on now.
Hey, watch
Y'all
Trump be
making
at
it
that
even
one
worse
though.
for yourself.
He gonna be
Yeah,
at that
Trump gonna
halftime.
have that one turned on, but you know, I digress. But yeah, I think the halftime show gonna be better than what everybody thinks it is. Even the people who are just gonna watch Bad Bunny. Far as like the turning point shit, that's just a joke. It just shows another. It's just another diversion tactic for the MAGA motherfuckers to have something, because you know white America bullshit. It just shows even more diversity in the U.S. like it's been doing since Cheeto been in office. So
Mm-hmm.
it don't even matter.
Yo, I'm
It's so
even seeing shit. I'm even seeing shit where they even excusing the niggas in them files, bruh. This
Bruh,
shit
I don't even want to
crazy.
get on that. Bruh, I
Yeah.
can't even get
They're not
on that
even
shit because
acknowledging that. Like, all this
yeah,
stuff coming out and nobody's saying a word about it.
bruh, I can't even get on that shit because y'all know how I am about politics. I already hate these motherfuckers with a passion. So I can't
Mm-hmm.
even get on that. So we'll just move on to the next subject. I wanted to do a little deeper dive because I'm gonna fuck around and get banned. Especially if Chris was here. But anyway, I digress. Um Let's do a little deeper dive about the quarterbacks in this game. Drake May and nephew's boy, Sam Darnold, which I have grown to give him his respect. He's
You
made a
have
Super
to.
Bowl where I said, you know what I'm saying, where he's made a Super Bowl where a lot of guys haven't. So you
Mm-hmm.
know, so let's look into there for the let's see where we at. Where we at? Stats.
Hey, do you think they would have made the Super Bowl if they would have kept Geno or if they would have started Milrow?
Nah, I don't think they'd be right here. I think now the Seahawks would have been a playoff team regardless who was the quarterback. I think
Mm-hmm.
even if Milrow had started most of the season, I think Milrow could at least got them like the way the NFC was going, even though the NFC was super strong, I still feel like that Seahawks they would have basically been like a weaker version of the Texans, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. They would have been a wild card team instead of a first round a number one seed. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I put it. They'd have been the 7th seed wild card team versus a number one seed with a bye week. How you feel
Mm-hmm.
about that, nephew? You think so? You think I'm correct on that? Even with Milrow or any quarterback that was like competent, they would at least be this team, Seahawks team, would at least be a wild card team.
With that defense, most definitely. I don't think they would have gotten far though, because of course Geno is just, in my opinion, not. He's just not a quarterback that can take them all the way. Milroe has a lot of developing to do. Watching him in Alabama, for right now he gives me more Jalen Hurts type of vibes. Like he's a good guy. If you want to run read options, all that type of stuff, Milroe's your guy. But if you need somebody to throw the ball 50 yards down the field accurately, he's not there yet. So I don't think
Yeah.
they would have gotten further than
Mm-hmm.
a wild card.
Which
And
to make a
plus,
little bit of a point. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and plus, if they wouldn't have made the number 1 seed, I don't even think they would have made it to the Super Bowl. That
No,
definitely
no,
helped
no,
them.
not without a premier quarterback like Sam Darnold for sure. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I will say this about Jalen Milroe. It has been seen and known that he does have a great deep ball. Probably one of the best deep balls out of the draft class that he came in as a quarterback. Even though he's more of a runner, he does have one of the nicest deep balls,
Yeah.
accuracy wise, in his class that he came in with. From what I've saw and from what it's the stats were when they were all in college. But I digress. But yeah, I do feel like they would have been a wild card team, and they probably just got put out the first round instead of making a Super Bowl. Drake May and them, as we know, they were 4-12 last year. So for him to make this big of jump this year, even though he didn't play well in the playoffs this year, so far he hasn't played like a really solid well game like Sam Darnold did in the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
He has been very savvy, even without having those big ass games that he had during the regular season. He has been very like when the play needs to be made, he's made it. You know what I'm saying? Like rushing the ball, like that fourth down he had to get. That was actually a run call, but he kept it and bootlegged it out to get that first down to end the game in Denver. So he has those playmaking capabilities, and he has made plays, even though he hasn't had those gaudy, great, throwing games in the playoffs. He has played great and made a lot of plays for them. So I think like Drake May has definitely like made it into like the top 8 for me, and Sam Darnold has definitely made it in the top 8 for me as well. If not, like if he wins the Super Bowl, he will possibly be taking somebody's place in the top 5 to 6 for me, honestly, for going into next season. Far as running backs, they lost Trebet over there with the Seahawks. He
Mm-hmm.
was he was he was damn near tit for tat with K9 over there with the Seahawks, just like with Stevenson and Henderson over
Henderson.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But I will definitely say that I'll give the advantage. We'll say that as well. Backtrack just a second. I will give the Seahawks the edge at quarterback because I believe Sam Darnold will outplay Drake May in this game. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all give the Seahawks the edge at quarterback in this game, or do you give the New England Patriots? Do you give Drake May the advantage?
I would give it to Sam Darnold. He's been there longer. He's a veteran. He's almost been here for like 10 years. Almost. Damn. I feel like he just got in the league for real, for real.
All that jumping around.
Yeah. Um Drake May, it's still his second year. Like to get here in your second
Yeah,
year, that's fucking amazing. But
it is. It is.
but the play in the playoffs, it hasn't really translated just quite yet, but they still have been winning. So he's doing what he needs to do to win. So
He is.
can't
He
fault him.
is. And
Can't fault him
that's the
there.
biggest thing. Hey, and that's the biggest thing you can say. Even if you don't play well, you still get the win, and you made some plays. Hey, that's great. My cousin said, I got the vet. Yeah, that's what about you, nephew? I know you going with the vet pretty much. I'm pretty sure you probably going with Sam
Yeah,
Darnold.
I'm going with Sam Darnold. Like y'all said, he got a lot more experience. And Drake made this postseason. He's going against the top defense every game this postseason. He hasn't shown much. He's shown a lot of struggle throughout all of these games in this postseason. And this is arguably the best defensive team he's gonna go against, or not arguably, this is the best defensive team he's going to go against out of this entire postseason. So if he goes
Yep.
out there and he does what he's been doing, I don't think the Patriots will win this one.
You got their defense over the Texans' defense.
You are.
He barely beat the Texans. Shit, if it wasn't for CJ Stroud, the Patriots would have lost that game.
Yeah, I could definitely say that for sure. That was damn near distressful, boy. uh, let's see. So back to the running backs. I would definitely give the edge. I would give the edge to the Seahawks if they had Trebet for sure. If they had Trebet, I would definitely give the Seahawks the edge there. But I'm honestly, even with K9 being by himself, and he's gonna have to have a rookie guy playing behind him, which did play well in the came in well and made some pretty good decent runs in his little time that he showed behind K9 in the championship game against the Rams. I'm definitely gonna probably give it. With that being said, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna have it at tit for tat. I'm gonna have them at the same. I think both backfields are gonna be equal come Sunday. What do y'all
um,
believe? What you think, Monk? You giving anybody an edge, or you think they equal?
I'm gonna give New England the edge solely because
Okay. Okay.
K9's going to be taking a lot. He's going to be taking a lot more of the carries than the rookie is. So, and New England they got a two-headed monster over there. So that can equally get the first down when needed. They can get a strong run when needed. I feel like yeah, I'm gonna give the edge to New England on that one.
Okay. Okay. What about you, nephew? What backfield you feel like
Same
it's
for
got
me.
the edge or on the same?
Same for me. I'm gonna go New England because Seattle has Kenneth Walker, but if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with New England for the simple fact that you got Ramondre Stevenson, a guy that can just run through you, and then you
Mm-hmm.
got Travion Henderson, a guy that's very elusive, very shifty, can get out of there at any given moment. So I gotta go with New England on that one.
Okay. Okay. Respectfully. Um, Offensive line wise, New England has two rookies playing. The left tackle from LSU, and then I forgot where the guard was from. But they have their offensive line, as I've heard and seen other analysts say that they have that's their weakest spot. Everybody believes that. Honestly, everybody believes that on both sides that the offensive line for both teams is their weakest link on both sides of on both teams. But they all believe that New England has the you know the
The weaker
lesser
line.
offensive line with the with the two
Mm-hmm.
rookies playing. So I'm still gonna give them tit for tat because they both have had their woes during the regular season because at times this year Sam Darnold has been under duress against certain defensive lines and struggled. And the same way with New England. Some games they have struggled offensively on the line. But I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna have them on par. You know what I'm saying? Because they've both had their struggles. Uh, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at both of them being the same. What about you, Monk?
Y'all might think I'm crazy for this, but I think I might give the edge to New England because they've been playing a top defense ever since the playoffs. So
They have. They have.
they've been getting those reps against top defenses. Versus the Seahawks, the only defense they really played against was the Rams. They
Okay. Yeah, they definitely have had a hey, them rookies is definitely getting tested and hey, that's only gonna make them better for the future. Shout out to my boy Debt Collector on TikTok with the heart sent to me. I appreciate that, fam.
Shout out TikTok.
But yeah, they have definitely been through the fire. So if they done made it through the fire this long, they definitely should be able to this is gonna be like nephew said earlier, this is definitely gonna be one of the biggest tests for the season right here. What you think, nephew? Offensive lines on par or one got the edge for you?
Although they have two rookies, I'm gonna go New England again because I remember watching Will Campbell at LSU. That
Yeah, he's a
man's a dog.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a dog. For him to come in, for them to have two rookies on the O line and go to the Super Bowl with that, you got. They have to be some type of decent. They have to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially like we said, the defenses that they face to get here on the road, on the
Yeah.
road to two games. So,
Yeah.
that's tough. That is tough. They have definitely, what I'm saying, got they woes. Now on the defensive line parts, y'all know I love defense. I gotta go with Seattle, bro.
Oh yeah.
Seattle got some nasty motherfuckers over there on that D line. Leonard Williams, he's been in the league for a good little minute. Started with the Jets, and
hmm
he's been with the Seahawks the last couple of years now. That boy there has been he started with the Giants.
Yeah.
Then he went no. It was the Jets. It was the Jets. Then he
hmm
went to the Giants for like a year or two, and then that's where he went his way to the
Seattle.
Seahawks. Yeah. And so I will say Leonard Williams has been there for a good little minute now. I want to say like the last 2 or 3 years. So he's definitely like the front runner of that D line. He's the key piece to that D line. Jared Reed has been really good for them the past couple of seasons as well. Him and Leonard Williams have definitely been the two vets on that line who have just like took it to the next level. You also got guys like edge rushers, like I don't know how to say this guy's name.
Uh,
Nusu is Ichina
Uh,
Nusu or something like that. Something like that. So it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. But I have watched him play enough that man be going off. You also have an Auburn man on the line I used to love watching him play for my Auburn Tigers, Derek Hall, who is a younger guy, but he been balling as well his first 2 years in the league, and he's definitely been a very, very, very great pickup for them. I think he went in like the fourth or fifth round to the Seahawks, and he hasn't had like the sack numbers, but he gets the pressures and like the stats that don't get all the attention. So as you can see, he has been a part of this D line and they've made it to the Super Bowl. So those numbers, you see that those fall into a great factor, even when you don't get those sacks, those pressures and all those other things take a toll and get wins. You know what I'm saying?
they got Demarcus Lawrence.
And yeah, Demarcus Lawrence, I forget about him. Another guy that they just added in the offseason from the Cowboys that
hmm
everybody was thinking that he was kind of washed up, but he really was just on the Cowboys.
hmm
And because he has came here and he has emerged as, if not the best, the second best veteran that they got behind Leonard Williams, because DeMarcus Lawrence, even though he was pretty good with the Cowboys, he has been
hmm
tremendous here with the Seahawks. And Byron Murphy as well, a young D tackle that definitely. So they got rotation. That rotation is
hmm
nasty. Y'all see the guys that I just said: Leonard Williams, Jaron Reed, DeMarcus Lawrence, Byron Murphy, the Nasua guy, Derek Hall. They got that is a crazy rotation right there. So I definitely, even though New England has a nice D line, I'm not gonna be disrespectful to them, but I do believe that this D line will outplay New England's D line. So what you think, Monk?
I feel the same way. New England, they do got some decent players on their D line.
Yeah.
But it's not comparing to fucking D Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy. It don't compete, man. And
Yeah.
Seahawks is deep on the fucking D line compared to New England.
Yeah. Definitely. What you think, nephew? Who you giving the edge to?
Seattle, guaranteed, guaranteed. To be honest, I know the entire Seahawks D line. If somebody was to see me in public, and ask me name one person on the Patriots D line, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell
Yeah, they
you. I
got
just don't
they got a
know.
lot of like guys that are like haven't been like big household names, kind of like Demarcus Lawrence and some of those like Leonard Williams and stuff like that. They got guys like Christian Barrymore, they got Milton Williams, which definitely been making big impacts this season and in the playoffs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Tonga, him and Milton Williams, definitely they've been making I guarantee they probably get at least I will say Milton Williams at least gets a lot of run stops, like really well. He's a great run stopper. I'm gonna say that Clavion Chasen gets a sack. He possibly might get at least one sack, or that Christian Barrymore dude. I definitely one of those two definitely getting a sack in the Super Bowl for sure. Uh, Linebackers wise, um. I really have not besides let's see here. So the New
Mm.
England Patriots linebackers, they use them as edge rushers mostly. You got
Yeah.
Robert, Phil Lane, Christian Ellis, and Chase Young. They play those outside linebackers. Then they got they play a 3-4 with New England. So they got two outside backers rushing the passer and two inside linebackers, which they are all young and
Mm-hmm.
but they have been playing well. They have been definitely playing well. Like I said, that Robert Spillane guy, he's definitely nasty. So they definitely got some consistent middle of the pack guys playing that, like I said before with the guy I was talking about on the Seahawks, they got a lot of guys that make a lot of plays that do a lot of dirty work and they don't get a lot of recognition, but they're here in the Super Bowl and they made it this far, so they've made a lot of damn plays.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
let's
and
see.
looking at if you was to look at their stats on paper,
Uh,
they haven't none of their nobody on that D line has great stats that
Mm-mm.
stick out.
yeah.
But they're in the
Uh-huh.
Super
Yep.
Bowl. So as a unit,
Yeah. So
they
as,
have to play good together. But
yes.
individually, none of them are just insane, great, above average players. But as a team, they work well together.
That just means
Yeah.
they're doing their
Same could
job.
be.
Each person is doing their job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure, definitely. Same could be said about now the Seahawks on the other end do have a guy in Ernest Jones that has been in the league for a little and played well with the Rams. He led the Rams in tackles the last 2 years on that Rams defense.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 years before he got here with Seattle. This is his first year in Seattle, and he's leading their team in tackles this year. So he is a great linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks. It's been said that the the Ochini Nasui guy. They said he hurt his ankle or in practice or something, but I think he's fine. I think they just had to report it or whatever that he
Mm-hmm.
tweaked it or whatever. But I think he'll be fine. He's been playing well as he's been playing damn well this year as well. Um, let's see here. So he's the starting outside linebacker, makes hella plays. He's number 0. Ernest Jones, like I just told y'all, he's led the Rams the last 2 years in tackles, and then came over here and he was actually the NFC Defensive Player of the Week in the NFC Championship game. So as y'all see that,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm definitely giving the edge to the Seahawks at linebacker because Ernest Jones and that other guy are a ball hawks. They got the stats. Them boys make tackles every goddamn where, all over the place. Uh, what would y'all say the same or anything different?
I'm pretty much say the same. I'm pretty much saying Seahawks' whole defense is it's over the Patriots. No matter which
Oh,
line.
for real? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Understood.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
see
yeah,
here.
that's got the edge there.
Let's see here. Now this is gonna start getting a little let's see.
Nigga, did you die?
Now, no. I was looking at something on my screen. So this is where it really gets the secondary. The secondaries, look
Yeah.
here. The secondary for Seahawks is pretty nasty. Devin Witherspoon, Reek Woolen. I know y'all both know them very well. Julian
Mm-hmm.
Love is a dog. Kobe Bryant's really good. They use and the Seahawks defense, honestly, to tell y'all the truth, their secondary is so good that sometimes uh they use like four or five corners in like certain packages. Like they usually have like they'll put Witherspoon out there with Woolen and Nick Amon Wari, and then Julian Love and Kobe Bryant, they'll all be out there. You know what I'm saying? That's five corners and that's three corners and two safeties. They'll run like a big nickel or some shit like that. They do that a lot. So that tells you how good their secondary is that they want to play 5 to 6 damn secondary guys, you know what I'm saying? Because they
Mm-hmm.
all can tackle, they all can cover, they're all fast as shit. You know what I'm saying? Devin Witherspoon and Reek Woolen is probably the two fastest corners in the league. And Paul's the longest corners in the league as well. They're both 6'2", 6'3", you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 7 foot wingspans and shit like that. So if that ain't that's one of the reasons they're definitely in the Super Bowl is their secondary, along with that front end, that front line as well. Uh New England, they got a good secondary as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't even be mad about that because y'all, of course, y'all know Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez is the best person they got back there. He is basically their PS2, you know what I'm saying? Uh and they have the veteran Carlton Davis, who's already won a Super Bowl with the Bucks. He's been shit. He's won one and lost one with the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so definitely got some Carlton Davis, like I said, he's already played in 2 or 3 Super Bowls and won one. So he's got the playmaking abilities. He used to be the number one guy over there with uh Jamel Dean in Tampa Bay. So he's used to playing in spots like this.
Mm-hmm.
He's been an all pro, you know what I'm saying? But Christian Gonzalez is the number one guy over there. He will be going up against their number one guy majority of the time, which is JSN.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if New England does the follow around because I think they're such a team savvy defense. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Gonzalez does a lot of following around, but if he comes over, I think they play it where they believe in both guys. So I don't think they do a lot of following around like some of the other teams in the league. Because honestly, to tell y'all the truth, sometimes PS2 don't follow people around as well. And he's like, you know, to be the best, says to be the best corner in the league for most of us. So he don't normally follow people around all the time. It's just certain series or certain uh plays of the game or times of the game that he would.
Mm-hmm.
But New England's right behind them though. New England's definitely gonna come out there and their secondary is gonna it's definitely gonna. They're not. I don't believe that they'll make it as hard on Sam Darnold as the fucking Seahawks corners are gonna make it a little bit more harder on Drake May. But I believe Drake May gonna play okay. But I think this, as we say, I think the Seattle's defense, top to bottom, is definitely. If we're going off how they've been playing all season in the playoffs,
Mhm.
they definitely gonna get that boy hell over there. But I'm
Hey,
definitely gonna give the Seahawks the advantage. Go ahead.
I was about to say, like we said with the offensive line of New England, they've been tested all postseason. So is Drake
Damn,
May.
he has been tested for sure. He has definitely been tested, but he is yet to have a good game. So we'll see what
Yeah,
it looks like. But he has had to deal with some elements too, with the Texans game and the damn snow with
over
mile
Broncos.
high. So
Yeah.
we'll see with a clean place, clean environment. Will he have one of those games he's used to having in the regular season when the
Hmm.
elements you know, didn't play a factor? Which I already named all the safeties for the Seahawks and stuff like that. So I would get, like I said, I would give the Seahawks the edge at corner and safety. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I would also give the Seahawks the edge on that as well.
A bit of a wild take here. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's not. I don't
What's that?
believe. I don't believe the Patriots secondary is nowhere near the Seahawks secondary. I don't believe they don't compete on the same aspect at all. I just believe that the Patriots run a lot of good defensive schemes to where they put guys in the right spots. I'm not
They do.
confident. I can look at the Seahawks defense and tell you I'll take anybody from that secondary, put them on your best receiver, and they'll still give them a hard challenge. I can't say that about the Patriots. I can't. The only one I can say that about is Christian Gonzalez. I can't because if you look
Yeah.
at the Seahawks receiving core, all of those guys, you have one guy who used to was a triple crown. Jackson
Hmm.
Smith-Njigba was the most unguardable receiver in the league besides Puka Nakua. And then you got Rashid Shaheed, who was in talks of being a wide receiver one when he first came into the league.
Hmm.
I don't believe they don't have the firepower to maintain to hold all three of them. They just don't. I don't think they have it. And compared to the Seahawks secondary, they're just on two different levels.
I give you that. I give you that. I just feel like I just like you said, the schemes that they with Mike Vrabel being a defensive head coach in the way, like we said, they've been battle tested with some good receivers along the way. And so I feel like they'll do a good enough job. I think they could be able to do a good enough job scheme wise, and with Gonzalez being as close as a guy as possible to comparing them to either one of those guys. With Carlton Davis being just a great vet, not like a like not on the same page as those guys, but once was. But I mean I don't see him like like I said, I don't see him like shutting down a damn JSN or a Cooper Cup or nothing like that.
Hmm.
But like he can be in the right places at the right times with that scheme and make shit happen. But I mean, like I said, I'm already giving their secondary, all the love and stuff like that without trying to be disrespectful to the Patriots from what they've done so far as well. Uh let's go to receivers. Receivers for sure, even though they got, I gotta give it to the Seahawks with receivers because they've got every type of receiver over there. Rashid Shaheed with the speed, and then you got JSN with everything, the best receiver in the league, still playing right now in the Super Bowl. Can beat you in every way possible. Cooper Cup, know he's gonna come out there and throw his body on the line and make the catches that need to be catched, even though he's not the number one target anymore and the number one guy anymore on this team. He definitely still makes the plays when they come to him though. And with this being the last game of the season, I'm pretty sure this man is going to go all out like he has been in the playoffs and catch everything and make some of those plays that he made when he was on the Rams making a Super Bowl run. You know what I'm saying? He made catches and crazy yak yardage and make people miss. He did that in the NFC Championship game. Uh, he had a really good game. And then you got to worry about Shaheed over the top. So yeah, that New England's gonna be spread thin if they coming out there with 3 receivers and 4 wide and shit like that. They're definitely gonna be it definitely can be nasty for New England, even though they play great team defense and scheme wise. So yeah, I definitely give it to the Seahawks receiver wise. What do y'all think?
Uh, I gotta agree. You got JSN who just won Offensive Player of the Year. You got Cooper Cup, who was a former Offensive Player of the Year, won the Triple Crown, and then you got Rashid Shaheed, nigga fast as fuck.
Go ahead.
Shit, I don't even think New England even compares. I mean, they got Stephon Diggs, but he not the Stephon Diggs of old.
Yeah.
Then they got like Hunter Henry. He a good tight end. He a good tight end. Hunter Henry. And then shit, and maybe like Mac Hollins or like Booty. That's not
Yeah, they're
no.
tight ends.
Yeah, that's not no real. You you're not gonna be scared of those names, nigga.
Yeah, Booty has
Yeah.
Booty has made hella plays this playoffs run
he
though.
is.
He definitely has made hella plays and been their X factor. Uh, but yeah, I mean, of course, I agree with you. Yeah, for sure. What
I'm
you think,
definitely going
nephew?
with
For
the
sure.
Seahawks too. Yeah, definitely going with the Seahawks. It's just as I said before, you got a triple crown winner. You got Smith and Jigba, second best receiver in the league, and then you got fast ass Rashid Shaheed. I don't think if they, I genuinely fear for that Patriots defense if they decide to just spread everything out and go 5 wide, or and just decide to let it fly through the air. I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be easy for them to get beat over the top this game if they decide to do that.
I agree. Let's move on. I'm pretty sure we've talked about majority of the pros and cons and who's got the better this or that. So the awards last night, since we've already picked the game last week episode. Let's see. So we know for sure that the NFL MVP was Matthew Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody and Drake May was number 2 in the voting.
Oh,
Let's
did you
see
see
here.
someone voted for fucking Justin Herbert and then tried to
Yes.
explain that shit, nigga? He's like, I
Yes.
felt
That
bad for
shit was
him.
bruh. That shit was ridiculous. Now, how the fuck now? Come on now. Now you know what no just fucking Justin Herbert anywhere near any of these guys. Like, I would see if somebody would have said something like, goddamn, shit, you could
Shit.
at least said, hell,
Shit.
I don't Bo Nix. God damn it.
Shit.
Not no
Christian
damn.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, like, if we're talking about quarterback wise, if you were voting quarterback, like you could at
Mm-hmm.
least say any other quarterback that made it to I would even let you gave it to Caleb Williams for at least one vote. Nigga, you said Justin Herbert. Like at that point, you trolling, bro. You just made up some shit. You just said some
Just
shit.
wasted
Like,
your MVP
bruh,
vote. They should take you
like,
off the
bruh.
board, nigga.
Oh God, they should. Cause what really like that made no sense. Like you trolling now. You real deal trolling. Uh then coach of the year was Mike Vrabel. Uh That's
Valid.
I think that was adjustable. Yeah, that was adjustable. My guy Ben Johnson only got one vote for coach of the year. Somebody voted just one vote for him. I think that'll give him a little fuel for next year, just being one vote for turning the Bears around the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive player of the year being Jackson Smith and the Jigba. That was
Mm-hmm.
pretty obvious as well.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett.
I ain't
That
got
was
no
pretty
problems with that.
obvious.
Nigga made history.
Yeah, that was. Oh God! And then comeback player of the year being Christian McCaffrey. I thought that was okay. I thought that was good too because he came back from that injury last year and just
I
the
feel
man
like
was
they need
healthy
to
all
change
season.
comeback player of the year sometimes because Joe Burrow won that shit like 3 times, nigga.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Hell, he did come back from injury though and did balled out. So I guess you could say he was deserving for sure at least 1 year when he got hurt
Yeah,
and
for
came
1
back and was
year,
going crazy.
but he
Yeah,
always come back and ball out. So it y'all just slapping at him at this
yeah.
point.
And, and it might have been because nobody was actually came back from like a hurt or was old and actually came back and like made it to the playoffs from being hurt the year before and shit like that. So I think he kind of got that kind of falling for him as well. Them 2-3 years. So I think that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Christian McCaffrey could have made a comeback, maybe because he hasn't been hurt like the past 2 years coming back and forth. I don't think he made a comeback enough to be like, damn, his stats is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, I would. I kind of figured that McMillan was gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year the way he was
Mm-hmm.
playing the whole year. Cause we thought what's his name started off hot and he was like the first name that popped up.
Ibuka.
Amuka, yeah,
Yeah.
but he fell off mid season and McMillan kept rising up. So he definitely now defensive rookie of the year. I didn't know this dude was balling like that. The only rookie I knew was the defensive tackle from the Browns that was playing pretty well. That came from was it Michigan? Or was it Michigan? Yeah, I think it was Michigan D tackle.
Oh, Swearinger?
That
Oh
was
yeah,
Yeah, I know
he
he
been going
I didn't
crazy.
yeah, I didn't know about him like that. I was paying attention to the like I said, the D tackle for the Browns.
Mm-hmm. Myles
Uh
Garrett.
no, the rookie defensive
Oh yeah,
tackle.
Mason Graham.
yeah.
Mason Graham.
Yeah, Mason
Yeah.
Graham. That's who I was paying attention to because he had a pretty good year this year too.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently Carson had a really big year.
He led all the rookies in
Uh,
tackles and
yeah,
tackle for loss
that's so that was good. Like I said, I wasn't paying attention to him because I was doing a lot of paying attention to the other rookie.
and
Uh,
tied for third in interceptions for rookies. Damn.
damn, that's pretty damn. He had a good ass year then. Yeah, he had a good year.
No wonder they
Assistant coach of
defense
the
was number
year.
one for a few weeks. Nigga.
Oh God, because he was hooping too. Shit. Hell, they had a top 5 defense damn near the whole year, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Josh McDaniels won the assistant coach of the year. That makes sense because hey, he is a hell of an offensive coordinator, hell of an
Yeah.
offensive coach, shit, assistant coach, goddamn. And Bobby Wagner won the Walter Payton Man of the Year. And then my guy from the Bears, Joe Thuney, that we got with a 4th round pick from the motherfucking Super Bowl champion. Goddamn, he won 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs, and he done came to our team and made our offensive line one of the best offensive lines in the league this year. We went from having the worst offensive lines while Caleb's been there his first 2
Mm-hmm.
years to having one of the best offensive lines this year. One of the reasons being because of Joe Thuney that we got with a 4th round pick from the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was
Young.
a steal.
They said he took 44 fewer sacks than his rookie season. How many times he
Yes,
was sacked? God damn.
nigga, he was the most sacked quarterback his rookie year. I think he got sacked like 70 something times.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
a
that's
he,
crazy. That's
he got
insane.
sacked. He got sacked like 70 something times his rookie year. And then this year only 40. Only 40, like I think it was way less than that. Uh bro. It was a massive improvement, bro. Massive. Like
Shit, you can
that's
take away
crazy
44
massive.
sacks. Nigga, some people don't
Yes.
get sacked 40 times in a year. Nigga, god
Oh
damn.
God. That's what I'm saying. That's how much of a turnaround it was, bruh. It was so bad because Caleb had no time, bruh. Literally, they said like most people was just running through the line. It seemed like people was just running through the line and just sacking Caleb last year. I mean, the year before last. Last
Mm-hmm.
year was bad too, but his rookie year was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this year was, like I said, this year was great. This year was great. He hardly ever took any sacks. He didn't have to run for his life every goddamn play. What you think, Todd Monken taking the Browns coaching job? Uh, I really can't say. I do believe Todd Monken is a really good coach. I don't know how he'll be as a head coach, but hey, he's starting off good because it is great to have a good like repertoire with your quarterback. And
Mm-hmm.
he really likes Shador. So I believe Shador is going to be a really good player. He just got to lock in. Now that he know for sure that somebody's locked in with him and want him to be there and be the starter. Now Shador got to show us he can lock in and really take the next step to just, hey, be the guy that you were with your dad. Because we all know he was a hell of a quarterback playing up there. He just
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a hell of a team, but he was a hell of a quarterback up there in Colorado with his dad. He made the throws, he made plays, and he was one of the most sacked with one of the worst offensive lines there. You know what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
in college, and he still made shit happen. So I do
Yeah,
believe
of
that
course.
Todd Monken will do I believe he'll do as good of a job as a Browns coach could do. And y'all probably make some splashes during the season, a little bit more than y'all did this year. So I think y'all will compete for a wild card spot in the AFC. That's how much of a turnaround I believe that he could take because that Browns team is loaded. If they keep the guys on defense, they got a young, good core on defense. Y'all got a young, good core on offense. Longest y'all running back that got hurt, rookie running back, come back healthy when he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got Shador. The offensive line needs a lot of work. Like you said, we need to draft offensive linemen. It don't matter who
Yeah, I got that
back
rookie
there. If it
tight
ain't got
end.
Yeah, if it ain't got blocks, ain't gonna play well for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, and then as nephew, he loves the damn tight end over there. What's his name, nephew? I forget his name.
What
Harold Fanning.
Yeah,
Fanning?
Fanning. He definitely has some good numbers this year. He should continue with those numbers with Shador. Like I said, hey, just get a number one guy over there at receiver because good God, I do not like Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy
Mm-mm.
is Butterfingers. And he is not a number one guy. He is a number 2 to 3 option. Uh, God damn it, if they gonna keep him, yes, he got to be the third option because it's Fanning, number one option. I would say right now as a tight end. Whoever they draft or get in free agency being a number one option, and then hell, have the running back out the backfield catch the ball before goddamn, bruh. He is a bad receiver, bro. And he was a bad receiver over there with the Broncos too. So it's
Yeah.
it's 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 not. That's why you think they let him go, bro. They let him go. Oh yeah,
Everyone
y'all
keep
need to
talking about his
develop.
high ceiling, but that nigga,
Yeah, but
it don't mean shit when he ain't catching shit.
oh God,
They
that's who
got a
y'all
lot
need
of
to develop for sure. Isaiah Bond, yes, Isaiah Bond would be a really good number one receiver for y'all if he could just take the next step and like he's gonna have a full off season. If Isaiah Bonds works out, he's definitely was the best wide receiver coming out besides McMillan, but he definitely could have been a pick somewhere where McMillan went to as well because Isaiah Bond was a dog. He came from Bama and went to Texas. He was a dog.
He made a lot of plays for us, so he could definitely be.
Oh yeah, Isaiah
First off,
Bond was a dog.
you throw him in the slot because he's more one of the shorter guys. You
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
him
yeah.
in the slot, you can make a lot of things happen with him.
Yeah, he a dog. He a dog. He a dog. Like when he was at Bama, I was surprised he went left and went to Texas, but he was definitely a dog for sure. Cedric Tillman is a big play wide receiver as well. Yeah, he's a possession guy. He's definitely a good possession guy for y'all. I definitely the Browns got it, man. The Browns got a good team. They just have to put it together and win ball games. That's all it is.
They
And
also
like
need they also gonna need to probably go get a running back that can hold it down until
yeah,
Judkins come back.
until
Because
my man,
right now
yeah.
Judkins looking like he's not gonna play the whole next season, probably, or
Yeah,
majority of the next
close.
season at
Yeah,
least.
majority for sure. They'll probably get some there is a lot of free agent running backs. Travis E.N.T. is gonna be available this offseason. And I ain't gonna lie, they've been talking like my Bears since what's his name only got 1 year left on his contract. They talking about maybe they thought about cutting him and going after Travis E.N.T. But I like my boy. He played well this year, Swift. He played well
Yeah.
this year. He played really well this year. We don't
Young, they
develop our
always
players
doing that
enough.
to Swift. He do good 1 year and then
And then
team
get
get rid of
cut.
that nigga.
Yes, they do. But they do that to a lot of running backs now. They don't respect the running back position anymore. You have a good year, they'll still get rid of your ass with somebody else, bruh. The only
Man,
way is like you like a Derrick Henry or a fucking you know what I'm
Saquon,
saying? Or Saquon. Like they literally we don't develop our
Bijan,
players
he
enough.
he
We
ain't
have
going
the
nowhere.
ball. Oh no, that boy ain't going nowhere around team, just bad coaching. Yeah, you see where Swartz left y'all. He was y'all defensive coordinator, and he was
He
mad that
left.
he didn't get the job. Yeah, he quit. He gave him a note of resignation because he got an interview for the job for the coaching job. They didn't give it to him. They went with Tom McConaughey. He was like, "Fuck y'all." But that is not surprising with Jim Schwartz. That nigga's an asshole. Jim Schwartz is an asshole. That nigga's a straight up asshole. He and to be honest with y'all, he's already been a head coach in the league, and he
Yeah.
really wasn't that good with the Lions. He really wasn't that good. So I can see why they was like, hey, we're gonna go with a newer guy because we seen you what you did in fucking Detroit. So
And if a nigga want to act like that, you probably don't want him as your head coach anyway.
yeah, exactly. Because he is a hothead. He was a hothead in Detroit. That's when he had the Dominic and Sue and them up there. The Dominic and Sue was spitting on people and stepping on their hands and shit. So and he was cool with that shit. So you know what I'm saying? Not saying I ain't cool with a little dirt here and there, you know, my damn self. But Sue took it a little too crazy sometimes. I'm like, damn, this nigga out there real deal stepping on a nigga head while he on the
Biting
ground and
fingers
shit.
and shit, nigga.
He goddamn slamming quarterbacks' heads to the ground and holding them down and shit. I'm like, hey, this man is wild. That nigga got CTE already.
That was my favorite D tackle back then, nigga.
He was going crazy. He was a feared man back in the day. I will say that. Niggas feared Ndamukong Suh. You thought niggas feared my man with the Rams, Darnold.
Yeah.
Yes, they feared Ndamukong Suh for the other reasons, for like, hey, this nigga is dominant and he will hurt you. Darnold, they was like, hey, this nigga dominant and he'll sack you. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about the Ndamukong Suh. They like, hey, this nigga dominate you and put you out the game and put you out for the season if you don't goddamn get down. Like
it dominates you and stomp on your nuts, nigga.
hey, oh god. So he was definitely a little wild. But I digress. Is there anything else we need to touch on while we're here? We talked about the awards, talked about the Super Bowl halftime, got a little bit in depth with the
Oh,
NFL.
the Hall of Fame. Some Hall of Fame people.
Oh, it was some people made the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. We
Luke
got
Kuechly
Drew.
made the Hall of Fame right off the jump.
Yep.
Sir.
That's which is well deserved for sure.
First
Definitely well
ballot
deserved.
before
Oh
Belichick.
God. Hey, they really
for
mad
sure.
about that Bill
For sure.
Belichick shit. They really mad about that Bill Belichick shit, boy.
And Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig.
Roger Craig.
Yeah. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champ.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn. I think that's a good list. I love Drew. I love watching Drew Brees play. I love watching Larry Fitzgerald. His last couple of years with what's his name? Mark
With Kyler.
no, not with Kyler. Hell no. He was with his last couple of years was with damn Mark quarterback that won a Super Bowl with the Rams. Kurt.
Oh,
Damn.
Kurt Warner?
Kurt Warner. I don't know why I was finna say, I was
No.
headed on tip of my tongue.
You talking about
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald. I said Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Larry
Kurt
Fitzgerald
Warner.
played with Kurt Warner. He also played with Kyler.
He did 1 year? It had to have been 1 year.
No, it was a couple years. That nigga.
Oh, damn. I wasn't paying attention for real then. I thought, damn, I'm tripping then. Let's see.
Yeah, he just retired probably like a good 3-5 years ago.
Oh, let's see.
Cause I could have swore he had
let's see.
I don't know if he
last
yeah. Larry Fitzgerald's last year was he been in the league for a long ass time, nigga.
Yeah, he was in there for 17 years for sure. I just couldn't remember him playing with Collar that long. Let's see. 17 seasons.
His
Yeah,
last
he
year
was
was 2020.
2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he played with Collar what? 1 year, 2 years, 1 year?
Probably like 2, 3. Hold on.
Collar came out in what?
Hold up. Tyler. Let's see.
17?
2017?
Let's see.
2019.
2019.
Okay, yeah, so 1 year, 1 year. Yeah, 1 year, 1 season. I knew it couldn't have been a lot of seasons. Okay, his first year, Collar, that he was there, and that was his final year. Collar's first year was Fitzgerald's last year. Okay, I slightly remember that. Then I slightly remember that. I knew they didn't play together for a good little minute. That's why I
it was 1 year. Yeah,
really remember it was 1 year. Yeah,
but I knew they played together.
See, that's why I thought I couldn't remember if they did because it was only 1 season. I'm thinking like, damn, they did. Sure, forgot about that shit.
Yeah, that nigga Fitzgerald been there for a minute.
Yeah, he was there for a minute for sure.
Yeah, his rookie year was 2004.
Okay, yeah. He definitely, he was there for a good little minute. I just know I didn't remember him and Kyler playing for a long time together. For sure. I knew it had to been like 1 or 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else besides that? Let's see. We will be having an episode next week to talk about the Super Bowl, react to the Super Bowl and things that happen in the Super Bowl and halftime show and stuff like that. And we'll be talking about has everybody made it their hires? Like all the hires are done?
I think so. I think all the hires are done.
Yeah, because they just got the Cardinals just got Matt LaFleur's little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Last coaching, like far as like just all coaching jobs.
Mike LaFleur.
Yeah, he got
Clint Kubiak with the Raiders.
Yep, seen that. Clint Kubiak.
Jeff Halfley with the Dolphins. We got Stefanski.
Jeff Halfley used to be the defensive coordinator for the for the Packers
Mm-hmm.
for the last for like
Then we
the
got
last 5 years.
Robert
So
Robert
yeah,
Saleh. How the fuck you
Saleh,
say that?
yeah, he Saleh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Saleh.
Robert Saleh went to the Tennessee Titans. I
That's a
like
good
that. I
pick.
like that.
Yeah,
He definitely deserves another chance after being with the Jets and how they did him because
yeah,
he did
because the
have the
Jets was
Jets
on the rise
defense
when
going
he
crazy.
was coaching until
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers got there, fucked the
bruh, that
team up.
fucking defense was. Hey, that defense was nasty. Like they was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and
Mike
then
McCarthy to the
fucking like
Steelers is
say
probably the most surprising one because
that is kind of surprising. So it might be Aaron Rodgers being a quarterback again, a reunion for one last go with Mike
mm-hmm.
McCarthy. Uh, let's see.
You think Mike McCarthy staying there for like a good 15, 20 years like the other Steelers coaches?
Hell nah, I don't think he stays that long. I think he does. How old is Mike McCarthy? He is already kind of old.
Yeah, he kind of
Damn,
up there.
how old is this nigga? He like he's 62 years old, bro. Hell
Damn.
nah. That nigga gonna catch that nigga gonna catch coach probably about the next 5 years. I think he'll coach the next 5 years and then they'll go after a younger guy, a young guy. Because the Steelers do not fire people. They didn't even fire Mike Tomlin. So
They
they do
don't.
not fire people unless Mike McCarthy comes in there and just completely just shits the bed and like just go loses and doesn't win like 3 to 5 games a season, then they're gonna keep him for at least 5 to 8 years.
They have their first non-winning season in like 20 plus years.
Yeah. Cause look, because you get rid of Mike Tomlin now, and then you done got used to them 8-8 and 8 and above. Well, I'm gonna say 8 and above wins because
Mm-hmm.
he's always had 8 and above wins. Now y'all start getting them down 8 and below wins, they gonna be pissed off because
Mm.
at least they was competing and sometimes winning the division with those records and stuff like that, and still making wild card playoffs and stuff like that. So I mean, yes, they wouldn't. This is the thorn in the side that Chris was saying. Hey, you gotta lock in with the rebuild, and hey, if you're gonna lock in with it, you gotta take what comes with it. Y'all may not
Mm-hmm.
be as good, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they'll be okay. I think they're probably gonna clean house and shit like that. Get a lot of those veteran contracts out the way. Get
Mm-hmm.
them on other teams. They did say Max Crosby said he done with the Raiders. He said he ain't with that rebuilding shit no more. So he
Yeah.
definitely gonna be on another team next year.
That nigga done been through 3 rebuilds already.
Hey, that nigga, hey, some motherfuckers say he said that shit is over with. He not with that shit no more. But
Shit.
yeah.
Tomlin
Go
fucking
ahead.
retired from coaching.
Hey, oh God, like shit. It
You
is
think
what it
Tomlin ever
is.
gonna come back to coach like in a few years or some shit? He'd take like some time off.
I think he might do like TV or some shit like that for like a year. Ain't gonna lie, Mike Tomlin seemed like one of them motherfuckers. He a no cut type bullshit type of guy. He may not
Mm-hmm.
even do TV. He may come on TV like for a guest speaker or some shit like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if he one of them guys that stay on TV like that. He seemed like a closed in, like no bull cut type shit. So he may come on for like guest appearances and shit like that for like some of the big games or something like that. But I don't think I see him on TV. He probably be in the cut, probably helping somebody else out, some of the other coaches out and behind the scenes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he'll be doing, and he'll probably come if he does. It's definitely got to be like the right perfect situation. He ain't gonna come
Yeah.
back to no losing shit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how Mike McCarthy. I mean, fucking I often say Mike McCarthy. God damn it. God damn. Yeah, I think that's how he is though. He cutthroat, so I don't think he'll be with none of the shenanigans of TV and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tomlin, that guy, boy. But they honestly, I saw where Acho was talking crazy about Mike Tomlin, talking about he ain't a Hall of Fame coach and shit like that because he
Oh,
don't got a tree of coaches. Like he don't have Like you know
What the
how
fuck that got to do with Hall of Fame?
hey, that's what the man said. The man said he feel like he wasn't a Hall of Fame type coach because he don't got disciples. Hey, James Harrison said the same thing. He don't got a coaching tree, so he feel like he not one of the best coaches because he don't got a coaching tree like Bill Belichick and them boys, them white men
I
that's
mean,
coaching.
like that. What is y'all gonna look at me crazy for this? But what is Mike
I ain't gonna
Tomlin
judge
done?
him.
Besides,
Hey, he's won a
won
Super
the
Bowl
team
and
with
went to
members.
another one.
But
Mm-hmm.
after that, because I knew y'all was gonna bring that up. After that Super Bowl,
I
he
mean, you
hasn't
got to
won
bring it
anything
up.
else. He hasn't. He
There's a
hasn't.
lot of, but there's a
A
lot of
lot of
coaches
winning
in the
seasons.
NFL. But there is a lot of coaches in the NFL that ain't even got that though that we consider
You're
like
right, but we can't
decent
just throw
coaches.
somebody. We can't just throw somebody in the Hall
What
of
up,
Fame because they
Shrug?
won one Super Bowl. After that,
Well, I mean,
he hasn't shown that
I mean, he
he
never had a losing
can
season.
be a winner.
I mean, we
No one.
do. There
If a team
is no
goes
other
9-8,
coaches like that. There is
no
no other
one out
coaches
here
like that
cares
though.
if a team goes 9-8. You ain't got nothing to show for it.
I mean,
Nobody
look at what
cares
he
about
had
that.
when we
It's
went
not.
9-8. He had
Yeah,
nobody.
he could literally. You could. I mean, there's an argument for it because he's literally haven't had a quarterback since Big Ben. You know what I'm saying? He only had Big Ben, and then after that, he hasn't even had a quarterback. So he's did all that. Now, I will say that about him. He is the only coach that does not has had 9 good quarterbacks and still keep his team in the playoffs. No other coach in history has ever did that, not have a quarterback and still be relevant. So I can say that because every other coach that we've seen that don't have a quarterback, they be trash, like 0 wins, 1 win. We'll say this 0 to 5 wins every year. And he's literally took his team to playoffs every year, even without a premier quarterback. So
And Ben
that's the
Roethlisberger
argument
been
he
gone
makes.
for like almost 10 years now. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that is
here's the
crazy.
thing, though, with him coaching on that team for that long and winning a Super Bowl, I'm sure he had some sort of leverage on what quarterback they drafted, what trades they make to get a quarterback. As the head coach, it's your job, aside from the front office, it's your job to figure that out.
Well,
If he
first it's
hasn't
the
had a
GM.
decent quarterback, then that's
That's the
partially on
Well,
GM picks
well,
players. The
yeah,
coach don't.
partially.
on the
I've
front
been
Huh?
saying, now it's the GM is the sole person that picks draft picks. The GM, and with we know how Jerry is. Jerry is the GM and the owner. So the owner, he's just the owner. The GM is the owner is the GM boss. The GM makes all the draft picks, but he lets the coach have input and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if the coach says I want this guy, but the GM says, but we're gonna get this guy, you see what I'm saying? Then he has no choice but to be like, gotta
You
go
got
get
it.
it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. The bet.
Yeah, his
If
job is
that
to
guy's
work with what he got, and he works with what he got.
Yeah, he's working with what the GM gives him, whether that's free agents or draft picks. That's what the GM does. He drafts the picks and he also gets the free agents in. And then the like we said, the head coach comes in and like, oh, you got me this guy in the draft and you got me these guys from the free agency. Now, can the coach be there and put some input? Yes, but it's up to the GM to take that input in. That's because that's the reason why GMs and coaches get fired together most of the time. Once they fire the GM, guess what? Guess who's going next? The coach. If they fire the coach, usually the GM is next
Mm-hmm.
after the next year. So I mean, they're hand in hand, but they also, like we said, there is different roles and different decisions being made. So it was not all his fault, but he did play a hand. But we don't know if it was all his fault because the GM could have just been like, hey, we're going to pick this guy or this quarterback or this guy, and we're only going to go after this guy in free agency and such and such. And he had to do what he had to do and work with what he had to work with. But I will say
I
this.
believe
Go
I
ahead.
believe the term Hall of Fame it's slowly starting to just drift into minor accolades, and you throw them in there. Hall of
Yeah, I mean,
Fame is
because
supposed to
there's
be the best of the best to ever walk this
yeah.
planet. I
Because think
don't
about
believe
it,
Mike
it's a lot
Tomlin
of
is one of
guys.
the best to ever do it.
Okay, well, think about this. It's a lot of guys in the Hall of Fame without a Super Bowl ring if you're going off of rings. It's a lot of guys in the Hall of Fame that don't got rings.
Well, I mean, I'm going off of a talent aspect, an accolade aspect. I don't believe if I had to
Well,
choose 32 different all-time coaches, I wouldn't choose Mike Tomlin as one of those top
shit,
32
he
all-time
gotta
coaches.
be in one of those because I don't think you can name 32 other coaches that got even a winning record like Mike Tomlin do. You do realize a lot
Mm-hmm.
of coaches don't got a winning record, even if they got a Super Bowl. It could be a coach out here with a losing record and got a Super Bowl just because he had one good season. Where Mike Tomlin has had hella success over 17 seasons and only got one Super Bowl and another appearance. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it that's what I'm saying. It's not all black and white, but I will say, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the greatest coach ever, but I'm not gonna sit over here and be like, well, shit, we can only go by wins with coaches because you can't be like, well, his playing because the nigga don't play. We can only go off wins with coaches. And hey, he's been to a Super Bowl and he's won a Super Bowl. And he is one of the most winningest coaches out of all coaches that have ever coached. He's one of the most winningest coaches. So I mean, what else can you go off of? Because there's no other coaches that even got as many wins as he does.
Yeah.
And then you
Believe
can
it.
And
argue,
then there's
like we've
no
already. Go ahead.
yeah. I was about to say, then there's
Go
no
ahead.
coach that ever like never had a winning season. Like one coach always had like at least one losing season before. Mike Tomlin had none.
Yeah, none. And then on top of that, a lot of those coaches maybe not even have a Super Bowl, or maybe not even win with a losing season and a few winning seasons. So I mean, he is definitely one of the greats. He's definitely, I would definitely say he's a Hall of Fame coach for sure, just with the way he wins. Because we can only judge coaches off of wins only, and if they got a
I
Super
believe
Bowl and wins.
I believe it's debatable. It's very debatable
It
in
is.
my
It is
opinion.
debatable.
Like
But I mean, it
like
is
somebody
debatable.
like Bill Belichick, though that's a guy where you look at his resume and it's like, oh, guaranteed. I can't look and say the same about Mike Tomlin, in my opinion. In my opinion,
I
I
get
can't
it.
say the
I
same
get
about
it.
Mike
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin. But a guy
Now
like
look
Bill
at
Belichick,
this
that's a guy you got to look at and be like, oh, he's guaranteed. You have to put him in.
for sure. But okay, but we can also argue without Tom Brady, he ain't shit. He wouldn't have won none of them Super Bowls without Tom Brady.
But
He
you could
has no
say that
wins
about
without
any
Tom
coach that ever
Brady.
coached the game of football.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you could say without Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid wouldn't be nothing.
Would you put Andy Reid
But
before
he
Mike
would.
Tomlin?
I don't know.
See, it's all debatable
I
though.
don't know.
It's all debatable because if we look at it, you can be like, Bill Belichick ain't shit without Tom Brady. If he didn't, because remember, the nigga coached in Cleveland and was trash. He got fired. Then he got hired in New England. He was trash until he got Tom Brady. He didn't start winning until they got Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So if he never would have got Tom Brady, he would have never had those rings, if we could say that. Then he would have been a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Even, it's all debatable. But at the end of the day, I don't think right now you can name me 10 coaches that's got a better resume than Mike Tomlin. I don't even think you can name me 5 coaches off the top of your head that's got a better resume with Super Bowls and wins than Mike Tomlin. Because there ain't a lot of coaches that's won a Super Bowl, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the only one I can give you is that if I can name 2 recent coaches, because I mean my brain don't go that far back. I wasn't born way back then or
Yeah, I
whatever.
get it. Well,
But
even
I can
recent.
only name 3 coaches that's better, and that's John Madden, of course, Bill Belichick, and Andy Reid. Them the only 3 coaches I can name off the top of my head that's a
That's
better
what I'm
coach than Mike
saying.
Tomlin was.
and we can I could be cool with that. But that's what I'm saying. You can't name a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's better than Mike Tomlin, because especially like record wise. Because if we go look at records, then Mike Tomlin gonna be up there. He gonna be up there in like top 5 of wins of all coaches. So he up there. That boy up there. So,
Hey,
but I digress.
shout out to Mike McCarthy for being in 3 storied franchises, bro.
Oh God, what, Green Bay, Steelers,
and the Cowboys.
Yeah, definitely like one of. Okay, the Green Bay is like the most storied because they've been there. One of the first 2 teams with the Chicago Bears. They're like the first 2 or 3 teams.
And you got the
Steelers
Cowboys
being up there. Steelers was a team way back when, before the Cowboys were, and then the Cowboys. Yeah, definitely all 3 of them was definitely like the original. Some of the original teams in the old. And before it was NFL, God damn it, you know what I'm saying? And shit, before it was there was AFC and the NFC, my God.
Man.
Hey, W Podcast. Hey, shout out to all the people that's been watching on TikTok, all the people on Twitch, man. Hey, y'all lock in with us. We've been doing this thing for 2 seasons. We just finished up. We have finished up season 2 right now, because the Super Bowl happened Sunday, and this locks up season 2. Also, go follow our YouTube channel. We got all the past episodes on. Everybody that's here on Twitch, everybody here on TikTok. We got all our episodes from the prior, all this season long, from week preseason all the way to now. We have been going strong, man. We don't have Wavy here right now. He been MIA for the past 2 weeks. He's been kind of doing his own thing. But we've been having Nephew here, a couple of guests like Chris here. Man, if you want to be a guest on the channel, TikTok, or anybody in the chat on Twitch, just let us know, man. Hey, we do have guests on, especially if you got a lot of NFL knowledge and love to debate. Because I love to talk. Of course, y'all already know that, and I love to debate. I love it. It's in me. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all fuck with us every Friday, 7 p.m. We will still have episodes going into the off season. I think we will take like a 2-week break here to give my mind some brainstorming of some shit I want to get going for the off season. But we will come back next. We will be back next Friday for Super Bowl reaction and stuff like that, and reaction to the awards and of the Super Bowl, and because yeah, for all the Super Bowl stuff and reaction to the halftime stuff, because I know some of the white folks gonna be mad and say something crazy on Twitter, shit like that. But hey, it has been a wild ride this year. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hey, lock in with us. We'll be back next Friday, like I said, 7:00. Everybody, thank everybody for the new follows, the new subs. Everybody on TikTok with the new follows, and everybody just lock in. Hey, make sure y'all follow my boy, The Humble Monk. He does stream on Twitch as well. Follow Nephew, goddamn, down here. Nephew, what's your shit on Twitch? That man ain't even ready.
Yeah.
The real Ye. Put that.
The real Ye 34. I'll type it in the
Type it in the chat, goddamn. Y'all make sure y'all follow Nephew. Nephew got to get on his consistency for his shit. Myself, y'all make sure y'all follow me on all my platforms, TikTok, everywhere else. Hey man, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all once again. Y'all lock in with us. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.